All right. What is up, traders? What's up, tycoons? Super excited for another video on Casper, okay? Ticker symbol CSPR. We're looking at the daily chart, and this actually was a viewer request. I do those viewer requests every single week. So all you have to do if you want to see your cryptocurrency in the next video is comment down below, and I'll make a video on it as soon as I can. We're going to go over the MACD, learn how to use that and how I use it specifically to spot possible entries and exit signals. We're going to break down the three major resistance levels, right? These are the Fibonacci retracement levels, and specifically the three most important are the 61.8, the 50%, and the 38.2. We'll go over why. And then we're also going to break down the key support levels that really I kind of gave you guys in the last video as well, right? Specifically, it's at 0.02723, right? Once we broke through here, this was our breakout level to the downside. We came down, we found some support here at 0.02723, right? And then we also had this level right here from this previous low, all right? That's at 0.02509. So we've established a little bit of a demand zone in between these two support levels, and buyers have been able to step in and push the price higher each time. So those are still the two main levels of support. If for some reason we do break these, the 0.02509 level, we have another support level down here at 0.02313. So that's your three major support levels. Okay, now as far as resistance goes, it's going to be our retracement levels. Okay, so if we zoom in a little bit more here, there's really two structures that I see having a scenario, all right? One is going to be a bearish structure and this little more pinkish red, right? We could be having A, B, C down, right? Down to our support level right here of 0.02313. And what you would look for is the MACD sell signal. Okay, so a MACD sell signal we'll go over real quick is going to be when this red line here, when it crosses below the white line. So if we zoom in some more, right, we can see right over here, we get a MACD crossover, right? The red line is trading above, and then it crosses down below. If we take a look at the price of this token, we can see that there was a very sharp and dramatic drop after we got this MACD sell signal. Okay, so it's a really good exit signal, and can indicate that there's a possible big move to the downside. Ultimately, it dropped about 48% after we got that signal. Okay, now if we look over here, all right, we can see we got another MACD sell signal as well. So again, we have it, right here. Here's our MACD sell signal right over here, and then we get a sharp move to the downside again. We can see ultimately this one dropped about 30% this time. So I really like to use that. And it does spot possible entry signals as well, right? Over here, it's going to be the exact opposite of, instead of the red line crossing below the white line, the red line is going to cross above, right? Right over here, we get a MACD buy signal, and that's when we started really this big, massive rally that Casper had recently. So, right over here, again, we got a MACD buy signal, red line crosses above the white line, and we start to see it move higher in price. And then over here, recently we just got the MACD buy signal and we were in our demand zone and we're starting to see it push higher. So there is a possibility we could extend up here into this supply zone. Right now, the prices on these zones is going to be about 0.03746 down to about 0.03431. A supply zone is simply an area of resistance rather than one specific line, where supply, aka sell orders, have an imbalance and they're pushing the price of this token lower. So we can see over here, we consolidated in this range and it turned into a demand zone, pushed price higher. But over here, the demand that we had wasn't there anymore. And now there's an imbalance of supply. And we come down, we come up and retest this zone 2 times and we push back down. So we see there's still lots of sell orders in this area. And it's going to be a key area to see if we're going to come up and get pushed back down, or if we're going to be able to consolidate a little bit and push up and out like we did over here and turn this from a previous supply zone back into a demand zone. It's a really key area to watch. Now, The way we would do this is we're going to have to break through our major resistance levels, all right, specifically the 61.8, the 50%, and the 38.2, these three over here. So we have 0.02876, 0.02991, and 0.03106. Those are your major resistance levels. And I told you guys we could have an ABC to the downside, and that would be, basically because we are holding our retracement levels as resistance. We came up, all right, we retraced, we broke past our 50%, and we got close to the 61.8% retracement level. But if we continue this move downwards, it's going to be a simple downwards move, retracement, and continuation of the trend. Now, if we're able to break through our levels, right, and we can break through these areas of resistance, our retracement levels, that's when we can look for a reversal, right? So that's when we can get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure to the upside. So that's really what I would pay attention to, right? We have our demand zone down here that I gave you guys. We have our 3 major resistance levels up here, and then we have our supply zone. And this is kind of really like our target for the next move to the upside. Pay attention to the MACD. All right, we want to see the red line continue to stay above the white line and continue in an upward motion. Right now it's below 0 also as well on the MACD, right? This is 0 here, it's negative currently. We want to see this get into positive territory and continue to move up. If we get a MACD crossover and we see the red line cross below this white line here, then that could be another exit signal and let us know that potentially we have another strong move to the downside, and we have those major support levels right here that we're targeting, as well as our demand zone in here that we're targeting. So appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and don't forget about those viewer requests that I do every single week. All you have to do is comment down below and I'll do it as soon as I can.